welcome back to the fourth of 5 episodes of October's Products and Services Week. This one is going to be for an online T-shirt production company. I think they do a few things other than T-shirts, but took a look at them, and we'll take a look at it and see what kind of ideas I can come up with for uses and ways I can take the idea further for what I might do with it. So I'll see you on the other side of that.
Out of the way. Let's try that again. Alright, so where we're going to go is Spreadshirts. Any minute now. There you go, Spreadshirt.com. So, right off the bat, create a design, upload your design, make money from your design, start selling it now. Seems like it says it's really simple. And from what I can tell, it really is. I don't know why I've not been doing this for ever at this point. Take a t-shirt, I mean, they do other things other than t-shirts too. It's like hoodies, sweatshirts, tank tops, underwear, phone cases, bags, hats, umbrellas, mugs, aprons, pillowcases, and sheets or blankets, water bottles. I mean, that's a pretty good selection. Pricings tend to run there. One of the easiest interfaces I've ever seen. Upload an image, choose from designs they've got available. Add text yourself. Ta-da! There's the shirt design. You can change the fonts. And then choose quantity and size. It looks like you can also do stuff on the arms.
Yeah, that looks good to me. Product color. Yeah, I'm done. Gives you a price of what you're looking at. Uploading images.
So it takes a ping, JPEG, GIF.
Choose products. Oh, you can get a bib. That would be fun. Varsity sweatshirt jacket. $20, that's not bad. Mark it up a little bit for custom designs. Oh, buttons. A 5-pack of buttons is $1 each, essentially. Bandana. umbrella. That would be kind of interesting. I'm kind of curious what the umbrella looks like. Oh, so you can put custom designs on it, front and back. Good to know.
So that's pretty much it.
Well, the t-shirt designs, I'm starting right now with the t-shirt designs, so I may expand later into other setups and try other services. And I noticed that there are a lot of different services out there that some people use. The way I found the ones I went with and the one I chose was to go through some of the YouTubers that I watch and see where their merch comes from. You can go through their descriptions in their videos and go down, and many of them will include a link to their merchandise, and you follow some of that, and some of them will have a store where they have their t-shirts. And so I latched onto one of mine, one of the channels that I watch regularly, and followed through to where they have their store and took a look at it. And this one, it has some ideas that I want to kind of play with in the future, so we'll get to those. I want to do t-shirts that are riddles. Like the front leads you into the riddle and the back tells you what the answer is. So you can go up to somebody and they'll read your shirt as you're talking to them, and they try to figure out what it is, and you're in the conversation about joking about how not right, go and so forth, and then when you're really ready you can turn around and show them what the answer is. Or, somebody walking past you on the street sees the shirt, tries to figure it out, turns around and sees as you walk past and sees the answer on your back. The second option on this one is it's somewhat similar. It's optical illusions, where it's sort of like trying to figure out what you're seeing. It's the candlestick, or is it two faces looking at each other? It's the old woman and the young woman illusions. But make original illusions that you put on the front of shirts that kind of like, they're kind of mind games, where like it's not just decoration, but it's sort of like exercise for the brain. And so I'd like to be able to do some original designs, and maybe some artistically interesting, but at the same time still focusing on the optical illusion aspect of it. Any prints that I do for my art, some of the canvases or sculptures that I might do, being able to do a print on a shirt like that, so that somebody can see some of the artwork and then have a link to a store to buy prints of my work, or a link to t-shirts where somebody can buy that same t-shirt or other t-shirts that are interesting to them. Sort of like magic tricks. Like make a shirt where some of them might be something where you could like cover up this part and it changes what the rest of it means, and so you could do sort of like a trick where you can demonstrate something changing and it amazes people. Or some of it's like the self-working mental magicians, where somebody says, if you take this, pick a number between 1 and something or other, and then change it here, do this, add this, divide by this. Now pick a letter that matches it in the alphabet, and then jump 1 to the side, and then pick an animal that, that starts with that letter, and then tell them what that animal is. A lot of those tricks could be done spelled out on a shirt, and then on the back you've got the reveal of, you've got what they had in their mind, and it's like amazing, and I want to do that on a shirt. Just like, I want that shirt to be amazing, not just because it's a nice shirt, but because it does something that makes you think and it inspires you in some way to. I came up with this idea because I thought it'd be fun, where you could do, you could get just a generic t-shirt or an oversized t-shirt printed out with like clothing patterns printed on them, so that you could taper or pull in or change the shape of the shirt with some simple hand stitching, or maybe even a sewing machine to stitch those patterns, and totally change take a t-shirt and make it a princess cut blouse, or take a t-shirt and alter it in a way that it ends up with the holes that look like a skull. You know, just alter here, ways to alter a shirt. You get a brand new shirt that you then go through and either you can stitch pieces closed that you can later reopen and make it a t-shirt again, or you cut out pieces if you want. But alterations to a shirt to make something completely different out of a simple t-shirt. So that's one of the ideas I really want to try to play with. I'm not sure how I'm going to do it yet, and I really have to work to figure this one out, but I really want to be able to make a playable game out of t-shirts. So like two people come up, it's like, this is a rough example because I haven't really worked it out yet, but two people come up and they're wearing shirts with like stats of a spaceship or a knight on it, and they go up and it's like rock, paper, scissors, and you know, whoever wins that plus bonuses that are on the shirt or whatever wins the round against them, and you know, take your cell phone out and take a picture of the ship you had victory against or something like that. But it's, I mean, I don't really have it worked out in there, but my mind says there's got to be a way to make a game out of wearing t-shirts. You see somebody else wearing a t-shirt from that same game, and you can play around against them, and you can do it in groups. There's got to be a way to do something like that, and I totally want to do that. Anyway, so those are some of the ideas I had for this. That about wraps it up for this. I hope there was some inspiration in there for you, and I'll see you for the next episode. Take care.